ESDEEKID, SD, nah, I'm a ESDEEKID. Yo, don't know me though. Feel my camera, bro. But yeah, ESDEEKID, bro. How many times you heard that name over the past few months? Especially towards the end of 2025, it's now 2026. Bro, that's crazy. But how many times you heard this name? Hundreds, bro. I bet you heard this name so many times. You probably think it's Timothée Chalamet too. Well, in basic terms, he is a Scouse rapper from Liverpool. Actually, hold on. Let's get a normal fit. I'm not a broke man, bro. How'd I tell you? Yeah. I don't know, bro. Nah, I think I'm in some Disney magic trying to do that, bro. Well, in basic terms, he is a Scouse rapper from Liverpool, and he came into rap before. If you didn't know, he did come into rap before. I won't say the name, but it's kind of obvious when you look. When you look, it's kind of obvious. It's out in the open. Anyway, he came in with a different name, and then after a while, he came and thought that he had to change it, bro. So he changed it to ESDEEKID, as you know. And when he released his only album that he's ever released, to me, I don't know, as an underground rapper, nah, look at me, as an underground rapper. Yeah, bro, nah, but seriously, I don't know about dropping an album when you're small, but then again, in his terms, in his case, it didn't really matter. Anyway, when he released his album Rebel, it went off in flames. It really did. What is up Sunday magic, bro? I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I was told. I mean, personally, I was told that matcha tastes like grass clippings, but what grass clippings smells like. But so other songs like this, the for Raspberry, it gave the same effect because it was used in a trend. But the idea was that people thought ESDEEKID was actually Timothée Chalamet. I'll put a picture right here, but they thought he was actually Timothée Chalamet. So this is ESDEEKID and this is Timothée Chalamet. I don't know, maybe it's the eyes, bro, maybe it's the eyes. So this set everyone off. This set everyone on TikTok. It set everyone on their mom off, bro. It set everyone down a rabbit hole to try to prove that this whole thing was like a Bruce and Batman situation, bro. I don't know why. I know you heard me say TikTok, so you're probably gonna assume that he's a TikTok artist or he's a one-hit wonder because he made a TikTok hit. Oh my gosh, TikTok hit. No, this dude was already blowing up before the TikTok hype, before all the other hype. He was already at like a mil, and this just pushed him further forward, bro. It's just pushed him further, and it brought his career even higher. And then he somehow went from that though. He somehow went to straight to 17 mil after like a month or two. He's now at 17 mil actually. But he's posted very little since. The only thing that he has posted is, which we'll talk about later, a remix of Fours with, I'll tell you later, bro. Now we can go for the reasons why I think he is popular, or the reasons why you should listen to him. Number one, I think he's popular because his beat selection and his flows are really good. So people recognize that. They recognize that. However, though, I do think most people are dumbfounded by his accent and maybe don't actually understand fully what he is saying because he's using slang. And also just because the fact that it's a thick accent, the Scouse Liverpool accent, whatever you want to call it, is a really thick accent, so fair enough. But there is also like 37 different others, but I'll get into it later. Or maybe they just like the difference, bro. Maybe they just like the difference behind it. Me myself, I've heard quite a few people say that they've heard the UK music and it mainly sounds the same, and I believe that is because most popular rappers do come from London. So the ones that blow up are mainly the ones from London. So there's another reason why I want to push out with small artists from all over, not just London, just from all over. I want to get the small ones up there too, But the reason why I'm showing you ESDEEKID first is because I want to go through all of them. And I want to show a little suggestion, I guess, of the big names, so what you can expect, I guess, right? So what people look up to. So let's finally get started on the questions. Number 1, why the Americans and others so interested by this sudden rise of a rapper from the UK? Now, could it be because of the accent and not being able to understand it, like I said earlier? Or could it be because his bally? Could it be because of the balaclava on his face, that he's masked up in a ski mask, as Americans say? Or do you just find him, did you only find him because of the overwhelming rise of underground scene right now, like Che, Ecstasy, and all the rest, like YT? I mean, that's UK side, obviously. We'll get into more of that later, but you understand, like, all that, bro. Please let me know though in a comment what your answers to that, because I don't know. I'm trying to learn. This is why I'm asking these questions, because I'm trying to learn. I want to know why you guys like that so much, because I'm from the UK myself. As a person from the UK myself, I just want to know. I'm interested because I'm trying to grow this fandom. I'm trying to grow this fandom, bro, even more. I'm trying to push out the smaller artists even more. I know at the moment I don't have a platform. That's why we're trying to build the platform, trying to bring in all the Americans and show that UK actually has good music. Okay, that's what we're trying to do, bro. Okay, the one I believe the most is the accent, because it's probably new to Americans, since, as I said, most is just London accents, just heavy London accents, so they don't really know what to expect when it comes to a Scouse accent. They don't know the Scouse slang. I don't even know the Scouse slang myself fully, right? But I do understand a bit of it. I do understand enough, you know. The next question is gonna be, what reason do people actually believe ESDEEKID are looking like Timothée Chalamet? Now, why is it? Is it his eyes? Could it be his eye? Could that match Timothée Chalamet? I don't know. Was it because Timothée Chalamet has a few roles with a British accent? Is that why? I don't know. But how did this trend actually get so big? Why do people actually think this? I know some people, and I really think they actually do. I don't think everyone does. I think it's obviously exaggerated, but I think some people actually do. But why? Is it because people actually think Timothy is ESDEEKID? Is it because of the roles? Is it because of that, or is it because people think low of UK rap? Let me know in the comments, because I think it's because people think low of it, but that's just from experience, because the amount of hate I've seen towards UK rap I've heard over the years. But maybe that's just me. That's just probably my own experience, and I'm probably just waffling, because it's probably not. You probably do actually like it. I don't know. But the last question about it though is, do people really like ESDEEKID? Do they actually like ESDEEKID? Do you actually like or do you like it because you can't really understand what he's saying due to the accent? Does that make it more entertaining to you because you're trying to figure out what he's even saying, or you're just vibing with the music, so whatever he says, it kind of just goes with it, you know? It kind of goes with the flow. Does it entertain you enough? Hearing the massive difference though, because it's a difference from most of the other underground, really. It's kind of his own way. And is it that you guys funny? That's definitely not a word. Is it the fact that you guys find it funny to hear, or you actually like the music? Are there any other names in the underground scene that you can think of? I can name a few. If you can't, I can. So what I'm saying is, there is Hickser, there's Toxine, there's more, there's Hazy, there's Mazza, there's obviously ESDEEKID, there's Young Kid, West Coast, and etc. There's more. Anyway, let me know in the comments though. My thoughts are that you guys actually like it, but I don't know for sure. I have an inkling, but I can't prove it. I know, but time to go into a few songs to dissect them, bro, and give you some reasons why you should listen to them and which ones I think are the best. So obviously the first song is gonna be his biggest song, called Phantom, bro, which is, as I said, the most famous song on Spotify. I don't know if it's in general, but it is to me. So it is known, as I said, for the use of quarter zips and matcha on TikTok. I don't know why, but for some reason that's what it was. People like it. My phone keeps having attention. So Phantom, I have some lyrics written down here, which is Probably the most popular line in the song is called, but I mean, it goes like, blacked out like a phantom, me phone keeps having a tantrum. Ew, blacked out like a phantom, me phone keeps having a tantrum. Immobile, you got a party lit. Ew. No, but yeah, it goes out blacked out like a phantom, me phone keeps having a tantrum. I like that because obviously it works and it's just good. It's just good. I don't really know how to add to that, but it is just good, bro. How to tell you. The next line is, bitch, I'm all about me passion, music, money, and fashion. But I just like the fact that he's passionate. To go on from that, he says, drugs and girls come later. In the end, it's all a distraction. Well, I mean, it's just life, isn't it, bro? That stuff is distraction, so jeez, I just think it works well. Let's move on to the good points, dude. The feature actually is really good, since that is also why it blew up so big, because his verse is the thing that like they were using for the magic trick. Because I'm about like why you smoke for. The second point I have down here is its availability of use is pretty good, because it was paired with the trends, as I said, the chord zips in the match, bro. And plus, it's also just a good song for like hype, bro. It's a good hype song. I've seen the song though to be like a starter course for Americans, because it's like obviously his most famous song, and it's like what takes them into SD-Kids, Discography, maybe even the UK underground scene in general. It is his most popular song, and it has 154 million streams. That's pretty good. Now the bad points I have on here, I only have 2 bad points. This isn't to like diss a song. This song is amazing. I'm just giving some bad points so we can weigh it out, you know, so we can balance it out. So we don't get that one dude in the back going and saying like, oh, you can't just say it's all good, blah, 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 right? Anyway, I don't care. Anyway, bad points. The music video isn't the best counterpart compared to his other songs. It makes up for it with the song, so, because, and anyway, it's kind of just, it's a dark theme anyway, because Phantom, that's how it works. And it can be repetitive. The lyrics are kind of basic, a little bit basic, but that's what the underground scene can call for, to make it a gimmicky, but also a good song to vibe and be hyped. The summary of this song that I have written down here says it's a really good gimmick, catchy song that you can vibe to or get hyped about. The music video isn't the best, but it matches the theme of the song, since it's supposed to be about anonymity. I don't even know if that's the word. The song has gone right up to the top, and some may consider it's his best work. Overall though, there's no reason why you shouldn't check it out, but do remember it is a hype song, so just be expecting that. It's a really good song, dude. So I would give that as a score a 7 out of 10, Brody. The next song is 4 Roars, and one of the first lyrics we have for that is, blood on the chase, gotta make the excursion. Now I like this just because of the slang, just because some people actually do call the police plods, because, well, I mean, I would assume because of Noddy. I don't know why, but we call them plod. I think that's the term, isn't it? So they just be calling him a plot. I just found it funny. Okay, I do like the use of excursion though. That's cool. Instead of saying like gotta make, what is it, like a run or some, bro, it definitely got some vocab though. That's what I'm saying. And then the next line is, so I manage this shit like I'm yeah. I think I just put this one on there because it's a good way to reference someone, and it really did make me have to search up, because I did not know who Jürgen was. It's some German football manager of Liverpool. And then it said, all over the net, I'm a burden. And he's saying obviously he's all over the internet, because he's blowing up like a ticking time bomb, like he says in another song, GG's. But then he says I'm a burden because I'm gonna annoy everyone, because I'm gonna be here for a long time, or I'm gonna be around and annoy people, because you always gonna hear this. I really do think he knew that he was gonna blow up, dude. And then he says, I'll pull up in that Lamborghini just so you can see me. Now, it might not sound that crazy, but it's because of the accent. It's because of the use of the accent that he has. It makes it just sounds good. I don't know, it just works with his accent, with the Scouse accent, it just works. And then the next one is ramming the whip through the store door. It's just another reason for his accent works with the flow. The flow of that line, to me, it's just smooth because of his accent, right? And then the next one, or the last one, is got little kidders and bigger hitters that will bang you up for a wee favor. Now this is another one, it's just because of the slang that's used into it, or the way he uses it. Got little kiddies. Now what do we mean? What does he mean by this? He just means that he's got roadman, bro. He just got roadman, and then he's saying he's got actual, what is it, he's got people that can you know, get the job done, you know. And then he says that'll bang you up for a wee favor. Now wee is more Scottish, it's more of a Scottish slang, right? But I like the use of it in this line. So, and then we got good points. Now on to the good points, bro. The lyrics showed a few pieces of slang that you might hear over in Liverpool, bro. And then 2, the song's beat is amazing because it's like electronic type melody. I don't know if that's the right term. Please, producers or whoever, like, correct me in the comments, right? But yeah, I think it makes it, and the beat drop, obviously the beat drop, it also makes it shine through others. So I think that the beat is really good about this song. That's all I'll say. Especially in concerts, bro. That beat will be tough. This song also shows his realization of his work and the rewards he wants to claim, because he says he's putting his name on a scoreboard. Okay, and then he says, I say, the music video got used in a trend with saying ESDEEKID is really Timothy Chalamet. Yo, it really did, bro. The song really got used in a trend where they were trying to say ESDEEKID is really Timothy Chalamet, even going on to make a remix of it for marketing purposes of Horrors with Timothy Chalamet. Yeah, I know, crazy, bro. I've never seen an actor do this, but that's crazy, and he did it, bro. He did it, and it did work. But the bad points are, with the remix, I disliked Timothy Chalamet's verse at first because the flow was kind of sounded like a reused flow from this song Dirty that he has. There's another song of his. However, I can see the reasoning because obviously he's an actor, but at the same time, I do think he has actually had a little bit of experience with making music, because dude, you still gotta deliver it, you still gotta shove it out, you know, you still gotta give good delivery, and he did that somehow. I don't know, but he's had some experience. Maybe little, maybe big, I don't know, but he's definitely tried. He definitely tried something, you know. I mean, for him to even go on a remix, I think that shows that he's definitely like done something like that. Like he would be the type of person to be able to dip his toe into stuff. I see the reasoning, and I made a good idea for it to build up hype for the drop. So what was it? I understand why he did that, because it built up where he said it's Molly Supreme, it's Molly. Yeah, I like that though. And then what was it? Summary of this song. It's a good song that blew up and helped the meme with the meme of SDK really being Timothy Chalamet. Timothy's bars aren't really the best, because I mean, he says jerk it, yo, like what? I don't know what that was about, but anyway, what was that on the remix of it, right? So it's more of a marketing scheme though, so it's like, it's fair, it gets a slide, you know, but it is good for a marketing one, even if it is marketing, right? The original is so good, so it makes up for it. Anyway, overall, it is a decent song which helped market him with a lot of people to gain his following. And the score I give it is a 8 out of 10, everybody. And the next song, the final song before we get into the next thing, is Cali, man. Now, this hands down might be my favorite song out of all of the 3 that I said, or I mean out of all of the, you know, out of all his songs. It might just be the best out of all of his songs to me personally. So the lyrics we have is, never pay for me clothes like I joke fit. This dude is saying they steals clothes, and he don't get caught. He doesn't pay for his clothes, he just steal this stuff, bro. GG's. And then it says, the next one is, posted in the castle with me effing cousin blood kiss. One, I mean, I didn't even know he had a cousin. 2 blood kiss is a wild name. And he says posted in the castle. The castle, bro. This dude is bringing British to a new level. Bro said the castle, bro. Didn't say posted on the stage, or posted with my, what is that, posted in my house, or posted in the penthouse or something with my cousin. Nah, this dude says posted in the castle with me effing cousin blood kiss, bro. GG. And then the net lyric is, Gauss kid dripping, but I'm never rocking Monterez. Right, so this is if you don't know what it is, it's a Liverpool brand. It's like a known Liverpool brand. It's like a big Liverpool brand of clothing. And he just says that he doesn't need that. He doesn't need that, bro. He got his own drip. He good at fashion, he says. Yeah, Scouts, Liverpool. And I wonder why he says never rocking monster rap. I wonder if like he had a bad experience with it, or he just doesn't like monster rap. The next lyric is, I'm smoking backwoods, I'm rolling backwoods off that wedding cake. And this was said by Rico Ace. This wasn't said by ESDEEKID. But anyway, obviously backwoods are papers for blunts, bro. Shocking, I know. And he said rolling backwoods, that wedding cake is strain. I thought, I didn't know myself, so I had to search it, but it is a strain of Zah, bro. It is a strain of Zah, bro. How did I tell you? So I just think it worked well because bro said backwoods and backwoods. I don't know, W rhyme. And then ESDEEKID said, think me plugs tapped in with the talent, you know. Yeah, he said that, bro. GG. But no, I think that was just a good one because it was like a short effect there. I don't know, it was just funny. So the good points for this is, in my opinion, the best music video out of all his videos was Cali, man, bro. Because I don't know if you've seen it, but the background of Cali, man, like lighting up, because it was just exposure. They just turned up the exposure, and I thought it was pretty good. I thought it worked well. Like, and the fact that it was in a studio. Oh, hold on, I actually we'll talk about it later, bro. Transition though between S's verse and Rico's verse is amazing. And the next thing is, it's a hype song with a good beat and good lyric, and with flows that complement the lyrics and the video. And then the bad point is though is Rico's verse shines over S's verse, but S's verse, it also makes it more memorable. The music video is kind of basic and simple way of adding some visuals to a song, but in that way, contradicting it, it works because it shows the behind the scenes of his studio, sessions, and that all the group that like of underground rappers are in there as well that he's vibing with. And then the summary is that the music video is basic, however the creativity behind it, the use of what little they had in the booth, obviously the creativity behind it pulls away from it being a cheap way of giving fans visual content to me. Transition between, as I said, S's verse and Rico's verse is so good that they used a beat drop for it, almost acting like another beat drop. And the exposure being turned up, as I said, at the back of the music video behind them too, it only served it more value because it kind of felt like, you know, some fire or something was lighting up in the background, right? Overall, this song, me personally, is his best song, which is why the score is a 9.5 out of 10. Now, I just done a challenge after all that, right? Because I wanted at the end add a little bit of a spin and do a challenge at the end of it. So I wanted to recreate Phantom, but like as a Phantom version too. I also don't want to get copyright striked, so I took a different beat that was similar to this. Now I'll show you the song and I'll put the prod in the description, and go over there and see that. But yeah, I'll show you that, but also on either another video or another channel, I will be posting the video of me actually making or doing this challenge, I say. So you have two videos, bro. So you get two videos from this. You can see how that was made. It's kind of like a behind the scenes thing, I guess, but anyway, it's more content for you, so go over and watch that as well. And here's the result from that. Okay, now honestly my actual thoughts on this, it was bad, it was rushed. It's my first time doing this. I've never tried to rap on an ESDEEKID beat. It was so offbeat. I know I've got better stuff, but anyway, enjoy, bro, enjoy, because this is what the end result to this challenge is actually came up with.
Yeah, emo boy got a pilot. Call these bitches on my dick. On around with a bust switch. Had 40 rounds, get a load of it. How his ass, now they come brace face. This a loaded gun, got a lot of aim. Yeah, good, so I don't got a chain. Swing around the block, need a break the chain. Fuck, go to one platinum, yeah. S said it better. Got a bad bitch and she wetter. G pull up on my Gucci sweater, and she got it. In for level, don't need no header. Got that shit for cheddar. Know I might be little, but I'm getting better. Rain, sun, or shine, yeah. No matter the weather, boy, I'm getting better. Cause I'm blacked out like a phantom. Got my bad bitches and they dancing. Yeah, emo boy got a pilot. Call these bitches on my dick. Run around with a bust switch. Had 40 rounds, get a load of it.
Nah, what y'all think though? Nah, what y'all think though? Nah, rate it in the comments below, bro. Out of 10. What does that get though? Nah, that was so good. Oh my days, that was amazing. Okay, cut this shit, bro. Cut. That was horrible. That was horrible. We know. I myself give this a 2 out of 10, bro. 2 out of 10. Yup. 2 out of 10, bro. 2 out of 10 from me, bro. And I'm the one that created it. I'm the one that created it. Oh dear, bro. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Was it UK Underground trying to bring this up? And yes, we will dive into smaller creators soon. Don't worry about that. But anyway, like, subscribe, comment down below who you would like to see next. Even go to the link below because I have a playlist. I made a UK Underground playlist. It already has 5 saves. And I don't know who they are, bro. I really don't. I didn't ask anyone. I don't know who they are. But bro. Yeah, just go save it, bro. Just go save the playlist. There's a lot of people on there. There's some Irish, there's some Scottish. Believe me, I know. I was surprised too. There's Scottish and Irish underground rap. But there is stuff on there and it keeps getting updated. And if you leave some comments about who you want to add to it or who you might know that isn't already on there, leave it down in the comments and I'll see if I can add it. And I love you guys and see you guys next time. I don't know how to do an outro, okay? So bye. Shout out ESDEEKIDs!